Hi everyone, welcome to our front porch. Loganville United Methodist Church has been sharing in a wonderful ministry here in our community to help the shepherd staff and help our community out. Jimmy, we've done this for several months now. I'm trying to remember when this started. Was that back in March that we began this?
The last of March.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. At that time, Jimmy had this idea to plant a garden and to help our community out, and we didn't even have a name for it at that point. Through the time, I believe the name is now Victory in Jesus Garden.
Yes.
And certainly there is a victory we feel not only to put seeds in the ground, but to now see the fruit of that, the vegetables.
Yes.
So tell me a little about what was your idea behind this and what was kind of going through your mind when we first started?
I think when I saw the COVID virus coming along, I just had a sense that it would be a good thing to grow fresh vegetables for people, and that could foresee the need coming. And so had the property, and it's just turned out to be a very positive thing.
Yeah, a little about that. You know, I listened to Jimmy talk about this property even before all this idea came, and there were things that you were working towards, and it just felt like God was leading you a different direction. And then it seemed like a couple turns before we got to this.
Yes, it's been an unfolding road for sure. I began thinking I would do one thing with the property, and then God seemed to lead me to the next thing that was an improvement, and then to the next thing. And I do not know what the future is, but I know it'll be good. So it's been fun. I've really enjoyed the property. Worked on it for about a year. The whole property was in really a state of neglect, very bad. And so it's been good for the community. It's been great. People have come by, hundreds of people have come by to talk to me. And so happy just to see something growing.
Yes.
And I've learned that, to me, at a time like this, joy, you know, anything that brings us joy right now and that's positive. So I've kind of did not know what the ministry was, but it became, you know, it became more. And I've just been so encouraged, and this has been a group effort from the church. Sam Stone plowed everything and got it ready. Your family has been out many times and planted and helped, and the Soricks and the Fowlers and so many others. And but it's been a joy to work on it, and so it's been a good thing.
Yeah, and I remember the youth came out, we played a game of kickball, and knew this had been a baseball field, and when we turned the soil, there was actually some baseballs down in the dirt.
Yes.
But the interesting thing was that this ground hadn't been used in quite a while for planting and for growing vegetables. And it's just a rich soil. I've tried to do things at my house, and the soil is nothing like this.
Yeah.
So that's impressive. It was literally fertile ground for this ministry.
Yes. Families have lived on the property for over 100 years, and I've been told that this is where their garden was. So it's obvious as I've worked it, there's very few rocks. It's just been tilled, it's been worked, and so it's kind of come back to life, and it is very good ground.
That's
so
awesome.
It's working.
That's awesome. And now we're seeing some of the fruits of this, the harvest now. We've taken a few loads to the shepherd staff. But where are we, and how much do we have left to do?
Oh, well, the summer is progressing. I think we're at the beginning of the harvest. We're planning on Monday nights and Thursday nights at 6:30. It's an open time to come and help and learn, you know, how to harvest these things and help us get the food to shepherd staff. So it's open, and that's kind of our time, and I would imagine that this will unfold all the way through into August and even September. So we have a good ways to go. So
yeah, and there really is a jewel in this that we didn't realize until we started getting involved. It gave us an opportunity to socialize with one another as much as we'd like to be together. in the sanctuary. Here you get space to spread out and work together. And you know, sometimes the best times that I've had is when I'm helping someone else. We're working alongside each other, and there's conversation, and it just seems like that's a wonderful thing that a lot of our church members are missing right now. And you know, we have the fertile ground to share in that.
And it's a great opportunity. I'd love to see, you know, Sunday school classes, if they would like to kind of come out together and see each other. It is so wonderful to see people right now. It's we've gone through a long time of not being able to meet in person, so this connection is it's really wonderful, and it's open. So many more can come out and be safe, and but to be able to see people and you know, do something that's giving back to the community.
Yeah, that's awesome. And certainly there are some from the community, not just from our church, who have been interested in what you're doing and what we're doing here. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
As you look at kind of where we are and how it's come across to this point, where do you see God's hand in all this? And I know that could go just about anywhere.
Well, I like the idea of connecting with the community, and just that there be something positive here, and it brings people together. I don't really know. It's unfolding.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Because I think of many layers of the, you know, even putting the seeds in the ground, how all that happens is just amazing to me. And God waters and tenders everything. As much as we add water, there's much more that goes on to the process. Yeah. And then to just see what once was a seed is now these various vegetables. Watermelon are coming later. We don't have them here. But just to see the amazing vegetables that come from all this, that side is a miracle to me. But also the chance to engage with each other in a way that we still need right now. We, you know, probably more so than usual. Right.
Yeah, it's great to be together with our church family. And so.
Anything you would ask of our folks as they're thinking about, well, should I come out or not? We're at the corner of what is that?
Virgil Moon Road.
Virgil Moon and Ninth Circle.
It's about 5 miles south of the church, off of Highway 20. So it's nearby. And I know some people would like to come early in the morning because it's getting hot, and that's great too. So it's we just love to see more people out. It's definitely growing each week. So
yes.
It's good.
Right before your eyes almost.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all. I appreciate the opportunity to share about this ministry moment and all that we're doing in the garden, but also in our lives together. So we do encourage you to come out, call the church. We'll make sure you know how to get here, and find an opportunity for you to be out here anytime. And certainly Monday nights and Thursday nights at 6:30, we're out here together. So certainly you could make sure, if you don't know what you're doing, like me, I'm a city boy, so I'm learning a lot about picking vegetables, but there's something for everybody. So have a wonderful and blessed day, and come join us.